Hello Aries, and thanks so much for joining me for the September of 2021 Taroscope with Animal Totem. This is vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess. I am a psychic for over 30 years experience professionally. I do psychic, channeling, writing, spiritual art, and all sorts of stuff. If you want to find out more about me, you can check the links below. If you enjoy my content, please do hit the like and subscribe because that does help with the YouTube algorithm. Today I'm actually going to leave these three cards since I picked them up and they're still here. So, but we are going to be using the Rock and Roll Tarot deck, which is my own creation. Let me get my box out. I'm not ready because you guys are the first ones that I'm doing for this month. And then we're going to pull a card from my other deck, the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. If you're a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be some additional cards pulled from the Aquarian Tarot by David Palladini. Really cool, classic, cool deck. So I think, well, normally what I do shuffle the cards in between, big time. You know, they get really, really shuffled up really well. And then what I do is I do a loose shuffle on camera. But since these three are here, I'm just going to flip them and see what we get here. So these are going to be your top three cards. We've got the King of Swords, the Knight or Page of Rods, and the Three of Cups. Now I'm going to go ahead and go back and get my loose shuffle. Oh, look at, they're just wanting to fly out for you, Aries. There's a lot going on astrology-wise this month. We're going to have the big equinox. These equinoxes, these change of seasons, these are big turning points for people, for everybody. I feel like the cardinal sign, so you're a cardinal sign, and I do feel like the cardinal signs are affected possibly more than anybody else because in 6 months ago it was your turn for the equinox. So there's like, say, here's a nice example in the Wheel of Fortune. We've got this circle. So then we've got the cardinal signs, which are Aries and Libra, and then we have Cancer and Capricorn. So even though it's not in your sign, because it's like making that nice square, you definitely feel it. And well, everybody feels it, but I think you guys are one of the signs that would feel it even more. And by the way, this is for Aries Sun sign, Aries Rising, and Aries Moon. Let's see if I can get this higher, a little higher for you guys. When I did that, I just heard, I want to take you higher. If you've never seen my readings, don't be surprised if songs do come through all the time. I'm a lifelong musician, and my spirit guides communicate with me in that way. So here we go. Let's look at this reading. So these three wanted to come out first. So the King of Swords just so happens that this Libra ingress that I'm talking about, which by the way happens on the 22nd of the month for most people, is we will be moving in from Earth to air. We'll be moving from Virgo to Libra. So it's as we get into the air sign time. News is coming. There's somebody, you've got people that are wanting to help you. King of Swords being one of them. He showed right out. By the way, these readings also are gender neutral, so this does not necessarily have to be a male energy. But the king is always going to be somebody who's a little bit more experienced, a little bit further along on their path, a little bit more. Sometimes the King of Swords, often actually, the King of Swords will have, might have some kind of involvement with like legal, law, these types of things. So be on the lookout for somebody like that. Or if you're seeking somebody like that, you could absolutely connect with the right person at this time. Showing up with the Page of Rods. So news is coming. This could be fire. Now, we're not having any big fire moments this month as far as like new moon, full moons or anything. But there's going to be plenty of fire sign moons during the month of September. So it could be during a fire sign moon. Or for some of you, this might be something that was initiated back in the last fire sign. Now, the last fire sign would have been Leo. And that would have been back in August, so just last month. Well, it's actually still Leo as I'm recording this, I believe. We're just about to change from Leo into Virgo as I'm recording this. So this could be something that popped up in August or even in late July, in the time of Leo, that's starting to come to fruition now. You do have this Three of Cups here, so there's going to be things to be happy and celebrate about. This could be a specific kind of a thing that might be coming up. Now, there is, I believe, is the Labor Day weekend, is that, it should be in September. Sometimes it falls out in August. But and sometimes, a lot of times that'll be those 3-day, in America we have those 3-day holidays, those 3-day weekends. So it could be around that time. I'm trying to look it up real quick. If I can't find it, then we'll just skip it. But if it might be around the Labor Day weekend, let me just double check on that. This is a really cool journal that I got for this year. because Maynard stopped making his, but I don't know that it has all the American holidays in it. It might not. It has a lot of holidays in it, but it might not have the American ones. So August the 30th, there's nothing on the 6th. Yeah, it's not marked. So, but it might be around Labor Day weekend. I'm not for sure when that is going to be. Or if there is some specific holiday, or like somebody's birthday is coming up, or some kind of special thing like an anniversary or something along those lines, this could absolutely fall in there. I've got a lot of shadows. I like this white background. I got a lot of cool, everybody seems to like it. And I like it too. It really showcases the cards, but you get these shadows. Trying to do shadows but no glare. Set up my lighting thing. That's just going to create more glare, huh? Okay. You're my first reading, so that's why there's a little bit of adjustment. But you're getting me fresh. I always tell people when I do the first reading of the day, I'm always sort of on the fresh side. Wheel of Fortune is smack dab in the middle of this reading, and that is a beautiful, beautiful card. I always do say that I did not put the Wheel of Fortune on the cover of my deck for no reason. I put it on there because it's a major thing of prosperity, attraction. The Wheel of Fortune is Fortuna. Fortunate events. It also refers to timing too, and we did discuss some timing things right here in the beginning. But the time is right. When the time is right, I'm gonna run to you. When the time is right, we're gonna stay out all night. I'm gonna run to you. So I'm hearing that song. I think it might be Bryan Adams. It's an old song, like from the 80s, I believe. But timing and connection with these people. This person is also very favorable. Queen of Pentacles. Earth sign, possibly. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Again, gender neutral. But also, the Queen of Pentacles often does have some connection to finance and money. So it could be some kind of finance and money thing that shows up. You could meet some of these people by attending some of these events. So don't shy away from going to events, as long as it's, safe, of course, during the pandemic and whatever. But if you're invited to some meeting, could be an online meeting, could be, could be a Zoom meeting or something. Feels more like, really something in, in person kind of a meeting. And whether in the northern or southern hemisphere, usually around this time of year, that the weather's nice enough too, you can be outside, and be, in an outside environment with people. What was I talking about with this? I had a flash here. Oh yeah. So money coming, and I feel like they want to see more of you. They want to see more of your work, or more. They want to have another interview, or maybe a third interview. Feels like they want to see more of your work. Sometimes this can be school, so it might be something having to do with like schooling or something like that. Maybe these are people that you did go to school with. Maybe this is some sort of class reunion, and you're going to have some kind of fortuitous interaction, or I want to use the word hookup, but I don't feel like it's hookup it could be a hookup in that sense of a sexual encounter, but feels more like connection. But they're saying hookup, so maybe it's, I don't know, connection. There's some conflict. There's some conflict from another King of Pentacles. This feels like this is either your old boss, or this is your old somebody that you used to work for, or if in order to take this new opportunity, maybe some of you are going to have to break free of this person, and it might even be that you might need to get, like you might have maybe if you're under contract, but because this feels like it's something that you don't want to pass by. There's an offer coming here, and this whole thing looks like, yeah, this is just what you've been waiting for. It's like perfect timing. It's exactly what it's a perfect fit. I might put that, a perfect fit. I need to write these things down because otherwise I forget them. So a perfect fit for your headline. Yeah, but it feels like you're getting some flack. You're getting some flack from this King of Pentacles in reverse. And, again, with the money thing, but not in the best way. I feel like they don't want to let go of you. Because you've really got a lot to offer. And they're just like, wait a minute, where are you going with my Aries? I need you. But I feel like if the situation was, if you were being taken care of in this situation, you wouldn't be looking elsewhere, So, and the fact that this person does show in the reverse position, I don't see them, no matter what they're promising or saying, I don't really see them, changing their tune on much. You know, they might say, oh, no, don't go. I'm extra salary, I'll do that. If they've been kind of a jerk all along, they're going to continue to be a jerk. So new opportunities might be the way to go. It's going to be different for everybody, of course, but there definitely looks like, and this timing is great. You know, the thing about, again, with this, I should bring out the wheel. Don't I have the wheel here? Yeah, it's talking about that equinox. Better than illustrating it that way. So here's an astrology wheel. So here's you, Aries. And again, the opposite sign to you is Libra. And it's, you know, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer. This is this cardinal cross stuff. So, you know, this is your opposite sign here. You're really getting, and it's a great time for initiating anything having to do with partnerships. And it's not about, you know, staying where you're at. It's about reaching out to other people. It's about going outward, not necessarily inward. Okay, real quick reminder, speaking of that Aries ingress, I do have that reading available till the end of the month. It's a limited time offer. It's from the time of the Aries or the Libra ingress to the end of the year. So it's a reading from now to the end of the year with all the astrology stuff. It's a psychic astrology reading. These quarterly readings are always very popular. So if you want to get in on it, you've got, you know, a couple weeks left to do that. Check it out if you're interested. And I have other readings and different things as well. Let me go ahead and get your shuffle on for your animal totem. This is the animal totem for our Aries friends for the month of, I want to keep saying the month of Libra, but it's actually the month of September. It's kind of the month of Libra. I really think of October as more the month of Libra, but here we go. Here we go. The deer. So gently, and what I'm getting about it too for you is like gentle and humble. Even though like this is looking like you're getting major props and everything, and maybe some of you just want to tell that old song, take this job and shove it, I ain't working here no more. You know, some of you might be on that kind of a, you know, want to say that. It's like, no, just, and I also want to tell you about what just came through is don't burn any bridges. So don't burn any bridges. Stay calm, stay peaceful, stay in your dignity. Here's what I wrote with the deer. Gentle, peaceful, sensitive soul. Loving persuasion realizes desires. Pay attention to your surroundings, ready to act in an instant. Quiet introspect reveals the answers you seek. I'm not really hip to the quiet introspect. I feel like this is telling you to be out. The Libra being in the sign of other people, you want to be out. Well, it's safely. You want to be safe about it, of course. But this part about be ready to act in an instant. That absolutely, a lot of times that's that Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes this stuff just pops up, bam, you know. And you being Aries too, often when you, whatever your sign is, it's going to be different for everybody. So you being an Aries, you probably have planets in Taurus. Very often you have planets in the neighboring sign to you. And why I bring that up is because we have Uranus is in Taurus right now. And that's the first time since the 1930s, Uranus has moved into Taurus. So Uranus brings that kind of stuff too. Like, bam, here's this opportunity, I gotta take it. It's too good to pass up, I gotta take it. It just comes out of, it seemingly comes out of nowhere, but really it may have been, you know, brewing in the background in the universe for a really long time. Okay, real quick before I close out, we do have that Libra ingress, but also if you're still doing the back to school stuff or you just want a beautiful journal, I have created these journals. They're very affordable through Amazon. And I'll tell you what, they come in various, these are just a few of the, it's all my original artwork. This is just a few of the ones that are available. We've got the goddess and the moth, and there's a bunch of different Hamza ones, Hamzas. But I started, because I do the channeling, I'm writing Transmissions for Humanity Book 2. And I've started writing on this book, and I'll tell you what, the paper in here is really, really nice. I was just like, man, the pen, it's nice and thick, and the pen just, I mean, I'm not just trying to push this on you, but I'm seriously, it's like a pleasure to write in. The pen just glides right over the paper. It's really soft and smooth and nice and thick. So it's a really quality thing for only $6 and some change. So if you're going back to school, or your kids are, or just want a nice journal for yourself, always on these ingress times, it's a great time to start those kind of things. Start a journal. It's a great time to start anything because we're having a shift in the seasons. All right. All right. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Now, if you are Patreon level 2, there's going to be some additional cards pulled out over here from the Aquarian Tarot. So if you're interested in any of the stuff that I mentioned and readings and everything else you can find all, please do check the description because I'm really thorough about listing every single thing before you ask questions in the comments. See how to get the decks, how to get books and everything. everything, readings, it's all down below. If you enjoy my content, again, please do hit the like and subscribe, because that signals YouTube that my content is worthy or good or people like it, and then I get in the algorithm, which is always an important thing when you're a YouTube creator, an independent creator like myself. Alright, Aries, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget, if you Patreon peeps, Vickie be right back with 3 more cards. We'll see you again next month. Have a great ingress. Till next time.